Hi everyone, today is Thursday, September the 22nd, 2022, and I was actually going to talk about something completely different, but when I was getting ready this morning, I listened to a Q&A that ITM Trading did yesterday, which is where Eric Griffin, the president of that company, and Lynette Zhang, his chief market analyst, answer live question and answer, or live questions. They answer them about gold, investing, markets, currency, life cycle, all of this stuff. Now, before I say anything further, I must preface this and say I really respect Lynette, and I think she knows more about the market than she will forget more about the market than I will ever know. Okay, so she knows a ton. I would even say an F ton, but I'm being respectful because I really like her. Anyways, and also another thing, another reason why I like to listen to her is because she gets really passionate and heated and stuff. And I don't have a tendency to get very my blood pressure doesn't go up very easily, especially when it comes to like the markets, let's say. Okay, I have a very chill attitude on that, and so sometimes when I feel like I need to light a fire under my ass and get a little motivated, I like to listen to her. And clearly you can tell that from my tone and speed and tenor today, because some of her responses, though I wouldn't say she was, like sometimes like when she talks about the SDR and those kind of things, it does manage to arouse some level of excitement in me and raises my level a little bit, my energy level, let's say, because it doesn't raise my anger or anything. It just raises my my blood pressure level to normal from my regularly low blah level of being. But this morning, when I heard her Q&A, I was like, oh crap, like really? No, I was not too satisfied, and I feel like they both actually missed some nuances on some questions. I feel like, which is like a rare moment for me as a I can't say non-finance professional because I am trained in finance, but as they run a company, for God's sake. I'm a layperson, right? So but I feel like when I feel like I can augment their answer, that's a rare moment. So I want to take that opportunity. There were 3 questions. One was asked by Joan G, one was asked by M Dog, and the other one was asked by, I forget the thing, because I was just listening to this while getting ready this morning. I had to rush and drop my kids and whatnot. So one question was, should we put all our eggs in one basket? I did like the fact that they kind of laughed initially at the thing and were like, well, maybe they have other things. And okay, I have a video on that topic, which is called the logic behind the 10% in gold thing. And I don't completely, and if you watch that video of mine, you'll see that I don't, why I don't think just 10%. And in fact, right now, because we are at the end of a currency life cycle. This is like the 70s, like people say, not because of inflation and all that bullshit. Okay, this is like the 70s because the SDR was issued in 1969, and then the whole world pretty much, well, it's not the whole world went off the gold standard. It's more like what was his name? Not FDR, the other thief, the 1971 thief, Nixon, I think. Yeah, Nixon. He basically had the US default on the whole freaking world on their gold promises. Okay, so it was a currency reset. That's why we are like the 70s. Not this BS about but inflation, blah, blah, blah. No. So there was a nice interview that she did with some guy like maybe a month back or so, and that guy was somebody who met with Volcker, in person. And he said that he asked the same eggs in one basket question to Volcker, and Volcker said to him, without gold, you have no eggs. Yeah. So, to anybody who thinks, should I put all my eggs in one basket? That's, just go back to Lynette's own. And I'm kind of disappointed that she didn't just pick out that sentence from her own interview. Okay. Anyways, but you know what? Sometimes we forget. All right. Now the other question, and I was really unhappy with this question, and Eric Griffin, I think he kind of dawdled on the answer, and then ultimately he said, I don't know because we don't sell gold jewelry, and I thought that was kind of lame, because you're in this industry, you should know there are places that don't charge 300% market. Okay, that's BS. Okay, I'm going to show you something. Do you see this one? Look at this one. Okay, this one is I think I got on like kitco.com or on GM or on sdbullion.com. I don't know what SDB. Just look it up. Okay, if you're watching this video, you probably already know. You go on there and you look up bullion bracelet, and you look up Dylan Gage. Even Kitco has it. Anyways, it has a stamp on the inside. It is bullion grade. It is bullion grade. Okay, there's the 495, everything. It's like wearing a coin on your wrist. Yeah, and it's the same sort of markup as like a Gold Eagle or whatever. Is it Gold Eagle? Yeah, Gold Eagle or a Buffalo or a whatever, a bullion coin. It's the same like price differential over spot. So tell me, why the hell wouldn't you wear something like that can't be confiscated? Because now what if I give this as a gift to someone, like, and this has like emotional, sentimental value. What if I got this as a gift from someone who means a lot to me, right? What if my husband gets me one of these every wedding anniversary or every birthday or something? Don't you think that has sentimental value? But it's also marked 495, and it's also marked with the weight and stamp and everything, and it is also not able to be held in an IRA, and it is wearable. And what do you say? Yeah, it doesn't have all this legal tender crap behind it, which, I know a lot of people say, oh yeah, you should hold the coins of the realm or whatever, because then you're like, the government is like bound to accept it as payment. I think that's BS. Okay, for me, I think that if you hold coins that have like a person's name on it, like queen, king, or whatever, that's like the whole render unto Caesar the things that are Caesar's. That whole shit makes me really nervous. So I don't want something that has my government on it, because what if they want it back? Well, I'm not giving them back anything. Okay, this is mine. That's it. So yeah, you see what I mean? Like, this really got my goat this morning. Okay, so that was one question. So Eric, if you don't know because you don't sell gold, please do your homework. Yeah, you're a gold guy, dude. Do your homework. Come on. Like, this is not cool. A layperson shouldn't know more than you about this, especially when you sell gold, just because you don't sell a product. Okay. So yeah, to the person who asked the question about can I hold gold jewelry, yeah, go to SD Bullion, get a simple bracelet, 1 ounce at the coin cost. Okay. All right, that's point number 2. And I'm not sponsored by SD Bullion or whatever. I like them because I like their story to SD Bullion. I like their story. These two guys who were like in pharmacy school or something, and they were like, what the hell? Like, something's off with the debt markets. And then, and then the way they run their business is also different. They don't do the short bullshit. And they don't do debt. So I really like, it jives with my own values. Again, I'm not an affiliate or whatever, whatever way, except maybe a happy customer of SD Bullion, and a person who likes their story. Okay, so question number 3, or this is not in exact order, but and I don't know whether M-Dog asked the jewelry question or the platinum question, but somebody asked a question about, hey, platinum, should I do platinum? Because like I bought platinum when it was up and then it went down. Yes, for God's sake, please buy platinum. Now if there's one if there's one monetary metal, and I'm saying quote unquote monetary metal because I know that I feel like, you know what America is good at? They're good at mind control and perception management. That's what America and American media and all things American, Western, whatever, they're good at mind control and perception management. That's what they're good at. And platinum, I think, and I have proof on this. Yeah. Okay, so to the person who asked the platinum question, I would say yes, get platinum, get as much platinum as possible. Even in fact, in case of platinum, go ahead and buy coins of the realm, or like, the American platinum eagle or whatever coins. Get those, and if you have them, don't sell them, and if you want to sell them, call me, I'll buy them from you. Seriously, I'm not joking here. Yeah. Why am I saying this? Okay. Platinum. So look up platinum in Google. Look up platinum mines. Look up who has the platinum mines, who has the most, where platinum comes from, and look up where platinum comes from, and look up countries like Japan and US and a few others. They recycle platinum. They don't actually mine it. I think there may be just one mine. Okay, all the actual, the main supply of platinum is in Russia and in South Africa, and both Russia and South Africa are part of that BRICS bloc, right? And I believe those guys are going to come up with their commodity-backed currency standard, which is the new gold standard, and it's going to be commodities backed. Okay, so while gold is monetary metal and gold has always been used as money since time immemorial, and yes, you can you can test gold more easily than you can test platinum. And why is that? Because gold's melting point is 2450 degrees, but platinum's melting point is 4000. So you have to really light a fire if you're trying to melt it or whatever, So when you think about platinum, you have to also factor in how much it's going to cost to make something of that, because then you have to factor in the gas charge for generating double the heat that gold takes. Okay, so so it's actually much more expensive. Okay, so and that's why you'll see platinum jewelry is more expensive than gold jewelry, because it takes double the gas or double the heat temperature to melt it and make it into what you make gold. Okay, that's point number 1. Point number 2, go online and look up 1 ounce platinum Britannia, the British one, and take screenshots of the front and the back. Then platinum or whatever, any European coin, what is that one, the Philharmonic or anything, the Australian one, and take snapshots of everything. Okay, once you have finished taking the snapshots, also then go to the American Gold Eagle and then go to the Chinese Panda, okay, and take the front back snapshots of those also. Then go and do the same exercise for gold. Okay, here's what you will notice. On the front face of the legal tender American gold coins, the ones I told you that I'm not a big fan of. Okay, on those ones, it says it will say $50. Okay, why is that? Because on the Federal Reserve's balance sheet, gold is valued at $42 per ounce. Okay, so therefore they put that, you know, $50 there as namesake value. Okay. And I think this is also answering the question that somebody else asked in that Q&A about, like, you know, what is going to be the ratio value of one when things are valued? Like, is it going to be like 1,000 to 1, 4 to 1, 5 to 1, whatever? This may answer that person's question indirectly. Okay, so you take you look at the front back, and here's what you will notice. Okay, spoiler alert. What you will notice is that the US one ounce gold says $50 US, but the same, you know, Platinum Eagle says $100. China says 500 yuan on the 1 ounce or 30 gram or whatever they have. It says 500 yuan, and the platinum one says 1,000 yuan. So these two, they knew something's up. The other countries, what is that, euro, the beautiful coins. I love those coins, by the way. The you know, the musical instruments. Austrian Philharmonic, yeah. It says 100 because that's like the exchange rate, quote unquote, between the US to euro thing. So it says 100 euro is printed on the back of their 1 ounce, and even the platinum one says 100 euro. Same for Canadian maple, same for the Australian one. All the countries, they just keep the gold and platinum number, the legal tender number value on the back there. They keep it equal between gold and silver. Not gold and silver. Gold and what's it called? Gold and platinum. Okay. But tell me, please, why would the bullion banksters, why would the bullion banks put the namesake value, the nominal value on the US one, you know, the declining power, to quote Ray Dalio, and the Chinese one, the new emerging power, at that same 1:2 ratio? I'll tell you why. Because platinum would be double of gold. That's what I think. Okay. And it's just not what I think. There's so much evidence if you actually look. If you really look. And the other thing is, and by the way, I've written about this on an article on my Substack, where I even spoke about where, you know, why did Janet Yellen, you know, she made this joke in October or something, in fall of 2021. She made the joke about, like, oh, we could pay off the national debt by printing a $1 trillion coin. And then I think people who in the know, they realized, like, holy shit, she's onto something. Like, she's kind of put the cat out of the bag. We need to, like, she doesn't know enough about this. We need to stop her. And so they made a joke out of it. And like I said, you know, that's how, like, Americans are very good at perception management and making things into jokes that, like, when somebody powerful says something that could actually stick and it, like, puts the system at risk, or not system at risk. Here's why. Because they probably knew about what was going to happen in Russia. They were just not ready to make that public. Because here's the thing. So Yellen's comment, right, of, like, let's print $1 trillion coin. Actually, the Treasury has the legal authority to do that. They can. Well, that was the Treasury's job, actually, to gather up all the gold and you know, monetary metals from people, and then charge a seigniorage, like a making charge, if you will, and issue coins for that. That's the job of the Treasury. The job of the Treasury is not to keep issuing dead digits. So what Janet Yellen actually said, it made sense. However, what that actually means is that you would be revaluing platinum to such a high level that it's rendered nearly priceless to the common man. But now what happens when it's rendered priceless to the common man, which is the country that has all the reserves? Holy shit, that would be Russia. Do you realize, like, we would be like screwing our own selves if we did that, or what Janet Yellen said. And so that's why whoever it was who heard her say that went, oh shit, no, make her sound foolish, make it sound like a joke. And then that stuck and it became this meme, and that was that. But no, I think it could be done. I think at some point, and I think it'll only be done if actually like the US prevails, then it will be done. However, even if that doesn't happen, and why am I saying if the US prevails? You see, the US does things and revalues things only after they've got the upper hand, not before. Before that, they just decimate all the common man. Okay, that's what they do. Then they come up with like, I mean, people say commodity-based standard, this and that, but how I think it'll be done is that, next year the secured overnight financing rate is coming out, which means your rate has to be secured, right? Which means you have to have some securities in the first place. Now, if you have it on an open ledger blockchain type of a system, even if it is internally controlled by your country, you have to have a security underneath that in order to back that token, right? So what are going to be your tokens? Your assets, right? Whether it's your house, whether it's this, that. And here's the thing, Lynette has spoken about this, about how, like, your house will be on a blockchain, tokenized, ready for you to use to buy some shit dress for a piece of your house. Like, what a dumbass idea for somebody to do, but but people will do it. And so Lynette is right when she said this actually in an interview like last year. So with the Jake or somebody, I forgot his name, I forgot his channel too, I don't get notifications, I don't know what happened to him, but anyways, so she knows all this stuff. I'm just like, dude, you have all the answers inside you, just say it, god damn it. But instead I felt like, I was not terribly thrilled. So anyways, my belief is that if you don't like something, don't complain. Instead of complaining about the darkness, light a candle. So here it is. This is me lighting a candle. Okay, I don't like to just complain. I like to offer solutions, augmentations, and where I feel like there are gaps, the little that I know, I will share it with you. Actually, since I'm home, let me just show you one little thing here, since I parked safely enough, I guess. Okay, so check this out. Okay, this is pretty cool. There's a website, it's called Minay.com. Again, I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but these are like and their premium is not 300%. Eric Griffin, you said jewelry has 300%. Yeah, you know what? Dumb jewelry stores, or like if you go to Costco.com or whatever to buy 14 karat gold, like why the hell would you? There may be, but people who actually buy gold to preserve their buying power, they would not do something so stupid. But yeah, this Minay place, they sell I think it's 30% is their their premium. Okay, so yeah, I mean, compared to like a bullion bracelet, it's a hell of a lot more. However, they're cute, they're pretty, and you know what, I made this thing for myself because I in India we have this tradition, really, when somebody, actually it's a more Hindu South Indian tradition, where what you do is you I think we call it kusumala or something. The girl, when she gets married, she gets this necklace. It's full, okay, the whole darn thing, it's full of little gold coins, and she wears that. And so obviously, like, the longer her necklace, the wealthier the family she comes from and whatever. But basically the girl is given that to wear because it's like your hedge. Like if it doesn't work out in your marriage and you got a bolt in a rush, you're wearing your wallet pretty much. So that's where it comes from. And I really like that idea. And I really like that idea. But I'm not South Indian, and I never got that kind of this thing. I got a different kind of one, but anyways, the point of the matter is, you can, like every month or so, you can get a one medal like this, and you can thread it on something, and you can wear it, and that can be, your little, like, your emergency wallet, so to speak. Yeah. Anyway, so I hope this is helpful, and thank you again for listening. If Lynette and Eric, if you guys watch it, thank you, and I really do appreciate your work, as heated as I may have sounded in this one. So yeah, thank you again. Bye.